and welcome to this week's tutorial Thursday. Each Thursday I'm going to be sharing a video with you on how to make a card. So as the name suggests, I'm going to share a tutorial as well. So I'm going to do a video showing you how to make a card. This is the video. You'll also have access to a blog post which will have some of the information on, and I'll actually be providing free PDF instructions with measurements and products used and things like that within the blog post as well. So if you want to check out the details in the description box, you'll be able to go to the blog post link where you can download that free PDF tutorial. Okay, let's kind of get going, shall we? And let's see what we're making today. So hello, welcome. This is my desk. I'm just going to get rid of that one there. This is the card we're actually going to make today. Good old daffodils. Daffodils here in the UK are just starting to come up. We are at the beginning of, middle of January now. But they are coming up now. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful daffodils. And you can see the daffodils on that pattern paper there too as well. So we are actually using two products from the current Celebrations. I'm going to put my card to one side for a moment. So Celebration is a promotion that is on. So I'm getting distracted by a comment there. Is a promotion that is on from January to the end of February, and it's basically three ways that you can earn free products. So one, you can shop, and if you spend a minimum of £45, you can pick, in fact, one of the products that I'm using today. And if you spend £90, you can order the other product for free that I'm using today. So I'll just quickly kind of go through that. So that's free products with an order, and you don't need to do anything. As you shop, the system will prompt you and go, oh, you haven't claimed your Celebration item, so you just need to go and do that. There are various things available, and each week I'm going to be sharing with you one of the items. I may not get through them all before the end of February, but I will do my very best. The other way is that if you host a party, you can earn a free set. Hold on. There it is, the gorgeous, very gorgeous Calming Camellia. So you can either place a very large order, may not be a very large order to you, £275 or more. But if that's too much for you, you could gather some orders from your friends and family, club them together, and then you could earn yourself this stamp set for free. Or the other thing that's to do with Celebration is if you become a demonstrator, you can get 20% off your orders, and yeah, just kind of take it for a drive and see how you fancy it. You don't have to do demos, you don't have to do all sorts of things, but you can do. There is an option there for you to do it. It's entirely up to you. Everybody joins as the same. We are all called demonstrators, whether we demonstrate or not. But let's have a look at the Celebration items, what I'm using today. So the first one, this is a special moment stamp set, and you've got all those sentiments. There's 21 stamps on there, and they're just gorgeous, and a whole array of sentiments. You've got a happy birthday, big congratulations, with sympathy. I mean, I could look, good luck, thanks. They're all there. Best wishes, everything that you could possibly want is on there in that stamp set. And say that's free with a £90 order. But the star of the show in this card is the beautiful and already very popular Daffodil Afternoon pattern paper. So this is 12 by 12. You can see I've already used a fair bit of it. I should probably see if I can find some of the sheets. Let's give you some whole sheets. So that's what we're using today. I'm using that sheet there. You can see that with the daffodils. And the other side is a white cross on a black background. You've got these beautiful ones there with a peach polka dot on the other side. You've got this here with little green hearts on the back. You've got gerberas and daffodils and all sorts of things in there with a stripe on the back. Now, what else can I find in here? You've got this pattern here. Is that the right way? That's the right way up, I think. With this, I love this. I love that, very Moroccan-y. And I love the colour, obviously. I like a yellow. What else haven't I seen? We haven't seen that. What's that? That is a piece that I've cut up, quite a lot of, which is basically this and that, like that. So you could cut it in 6 and have 6 card fronts, and you'll see I'm going to show you 2 cards today. I'm going to show you how to make that one, but I'll show you the other one. In fact, let's just do that now. Woohoo! So you can see I've used it there, but I've also used it on this card here. So same piece of paper. This one just obviously cut a little bit shorter, this one cut a little bit bigger, but it's all off that same piece. And if I could put that kind of there-ish, that's probably pretty much how it goes. Something like that. And it runs across for a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So this is what we're going to be making today, though. You can see hopefully those gorgeous metallic butterflies there. They've got some dimension to them. They're not flat, but they're thin enough to go through the postage, no problem. We are adding a bow, of course, so that does make it slightly thicker. So when you are looking at posting your cards, just bear in mind we've got a couple of layers there. But let's have a look. So let's bring in some bits and bobs. I'm going to put that to one side. Ta-da! And we have, oh, I'm now querying myself. It is a mossy meadow. I thought it was evening evergreen. I made this a while ago. I'm going to bring out mossy meadow and we're going to use that. So a mossy meadow card front. So remember the dimensions for all of these bits of paper and that are on the PDF that you can download on that blog post. So make sure that you go to that and download that. But literally A5 piece of card folded in half to create my A6 card base. There's my piece of pattern paper. So that looks like, well, that is what it looks like before you stick it down. So that's that there. So lovely, lovely. And then we have, so we could use that side, but we're going to use that side. And so we've got some, we're actually going very vanilla. I don't use vanilla very often. I'm a bit of a white girl, but we're going to do that. So very vanilla. So, am I dropping everything here? I think I am. Okay, let's go with, so again, dimensions on that PDF. So I'm just literally going to stick this, and I don't use much glue, but I do use this liquid glue because I can wiggle once I stick on and just make sure that I've got even borders. I'm not worried that it's upside down or anything at the moment because I can move it around. But there we go. Now if I was just put that on there at the moment, you can see we'd have no gap. So on that one there, we've got a gap going down the middle. So you could, let's put that a bit more central because I haven't stuck that down yet. You could sit there, that is the same width as that internal piece there, but we're not going to do that. Oh no, we're not. So let's stick this bit down first. And again, just a small amount. It's not slathered on. It's very strong glue, you don't need lots of it. And so we are, there we go. I'm just making sure there's an even border all round, that it's pretty straight. Wiggle it, because that's about as much time as I've got. So then I'm going to bring in my trimmer. I've got to remember what sort of, oh, it doesn't matter at this stage. I'm sitting there thinking, now what was that measurement? Don't know, your instructions will be correct. But I'm just going to kind of go about an inch, I think. I'm going to go an inch. So I've just moved, I could do it this way. I've just moved this across to an inch or 2.5 centimetres, whichever you want it to be. I've put that down. I'm pushing it up against the top of the trimmer. There's my score tool. I don't want that. And I'm just going to slide my trimmer blade up, and it's going to cut this into 2 pieces for me. I might have it on the other side because I think I did it upside down. No, that's the right way. I did do it right. So now you can see that it fits, but no, I did do it upside down. We're just going to have it the other way. It's fine. It's fine. So, because I want my flowers up the right way, I'm going to do it the other way round. So, the piece with the border, so I could sit there and do this, and I could do it that way and it would still be up the right way and that'd be fine. But actually I'm going to turn it round. She says, I'm going to turn it round like that. That's it. Oh dear, it's hard work today. And I'm going to butt these blunt edges up to the very edges of the green. So not on this central panel, but up to the very green. And these are flat. So there's no dimension or anything added to these, 3D foam tape or anything. So a bit of glue on the back of that. So just be careful when you've got a pattern that goes one way, that you have it round the right way that you want. I'm still not entirely sure. I think that's right. Well, it obviously shows that it doesn't really matter that much, doesn't it? So I'm just placing that right up against that border, or the edge of that card, should I say. I've decided where I kind of want it to go. And now, that's it. It is the right way up. Now I'm going to make sure I'm as straight as my eye can see, and that we're just on the very edge of that there as well, and then just press that down. There we go. And you could turn it over. If you had a slight overlap there, you could trim it off, but we are good to go there. So the next thing I'm going to bring in is a strip of Very Vanilla card. I'm going to bring in my Mossy Meadow ink pad. Where's my stamp set gone? There it is. So really lovely sentiment, just a card to say you're amazing. I love that, I just got to find it now. So these are photopolymer stamp sets, which means you can see through them, which you think would help me find it. There it is. Should have had this prepared beforehand, but there we go. So there they are all on there. And I'm going to stick this on a block. I tend to kind of try and line it up with something so that I can line my block up and give myself the best chance of getting it straight. So I'm using the lines on that. If you've got grid paper, you could do that as well. But just hopefully, rather than kind of doing it at an angle or something like that, I'm giving myself the best option. And then, oh, now, so am I going to go? I think I'm going to go the opposite side this time because we're going back to front. So a very gentle tap. These are well inked ink pads. I don't need to press really hard or anything. Oh, I can't see. Got a reflection. There we go. And just stamp down. And again, I'm not rocking it. The stamp is in the middle of the block, or as near to the middle as I could see by my eye. I'm not rocking this. I'm just adding some pressure, but I'm not trying to push so hard that I go through the table and onto the floor. And remove. There we go. Now, if you're not very confident with your stamping, or you don't, you have motor issues, kind of hand shaking tremors, anything like that, then you could use what we call a stamping platform. Ours is called Stamparatus, and that might help you. And you know what? That's not 100% accurate. It is a little bit wonky, but I'm all right. I'm all right with it. So I'm going to tie a bow. I just did think I had a bow here from earlier, look at that. But just to show you, I just thought, well, don't waste not, want not. So to do my bow, I just do what they call one bunny ear, two bunny ear, and then I tie them in a knot. So I grab one in one hand, I overlap, and I pull them through the hole, just as if I was tying a knot, she says, if she can get her fingers out of the way. There we go, come on. And then titivate. Now, I haven't pulled it really tight because in fact I'm going to make it smaller, but I can pull it tight and think, oh goodness me, it's way too big. So just keep pulling and keep tightening and keep pulling until you are happy. Now bear in mind that sometimes bows look great one side, but they look even better when you turn them over. So you may decide to turn them over. But here's one I made earlier and trimmed up. So I'm going to, oh, there's a glue dot there. Use a glue dot. Which way do I want that? I think that way. I take my embellishment to my glue dot, then lift my embellishment off, and it's now got the glue dot on there. I think I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go at a slight angle. There we go. Now this is put on dimensional, so it's just to say, like 3D foam tape. And ours come in hexagons. So, there we go. And they've got paper on the back, you just need to peel them off. Oh, she says. There we go. And then that's going to go kind of that way. And again, you could put this wherever you want. You could go at the top, middle, bottom. We're kind of going to go there-ish. And again, when I'm happy that it's as straight as I want it, then I'll put a bit of pressure to stick that down. So now we are on to these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So they come in two sizes. Look, you get some little baby ones and some bigger ones. And I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool because this, well, I am if I can find it. Where's my Take Your Pick tool gone? Oh, I did have it out. Oh, well, I'm not going to take. Oh, no, there it is. Look, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. So this is my take your pick tool. It's got some putty on the end here, and this, I love it for this. So these have adhesive on the back, so they are self-adhesive. And I've got some little ones and some big ones. And in fact, I put 3 on, but I didn't think 3 was enough. Now, you could push like that, but these are a little bit, there we go. So I did it like that. So I'm going to put one there, a big one. I'm going to put another big one. I'll just put it there. Which way? Go a different way. Go. And then what little ones? Not quite like this size. I think this size does all right. So again, you could do this, she says, and place them one there, and which way do we want to go? Do we want to go there? Do we want to go? Might go over here. All decisions. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always in odd numbers. So there we go. So that is that card made the other way round. Just a card saying you're amazing. And say that same piece of card used to make that, the same piece of pattern paper used to make that same ribbon as well. And I think I've gone evening. That's where I think I've got my evening evergreen. Although it might be Mossy Meadow again, you know. I'm going to double check. I think it is Mossy, but it is Mossy Meadow, isn't it? That's the same. Right, that's all the bits. If you want the PDF sheet, then say go along to the blog post. You can see the link in the sidebar or underneath, or what depends on what you're watching it on. But there we go, 2 different pieces, and that Hello Friend actually is from another celebration stamp set. Let me just grab that one, the ever gorgeous. But Hello Friend. Now this is as a £90 set as well, but you get a stamp set and pattern paper with that. But that Hello Friend, it's a good size, isn't it? Comes from that one. But same pattern paper, as I say, which is the Daffodil Afternoon. Right, thank you for joining me. You can find me on here next Tuesday with my Top Tip Tuesday, which are quick 1-minute tips about your card making. And I'll be back again next Thursday with another tutorial Thursday for you. Thanks for joining me. Bye.